Hey, welcome back to another episode, everyone. Hey, now that Bertha is all ready to go, she's fully finished, it is time to focus on this thing, the Ranger. We need to get it ready to hit the road again, as we've pulled some stuff out and a few things just need to be done to it. So let's kick that off by going and getting a new set of tyres. Righto guys, here we are down at Black Bear head office. We are getting a set of their latest release tyres, so let's get the car in there, and after we get them on, we'll show you what we're going for. Hey, so one thing I haven't told you before is I actually used to install tyres before I met you.
When?
When I built caravans.
Oh God.
That's it, 100% I did.
Just in case Alex hasn't told you, you used to build caravans.
Yeah, little secret. All right guys, here we go. These are the new AT3s by Black Bear. Now, you'll know that we had the AT2s before. We had them on the car for a good, nearly 2 years, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yep. Did the whole trip around Australia with them. Absolutely loved those tyres. The grip in the wet, the traction they had when we dropped the pressures down on the beach, or the Gibb River Road, Oodnadatta, any of those dirt tracks in WA, doing all the corrugations. But how quiet these things were. Even when our old AT2s were fully worn, they were so quiet on the road. It was awesome, because I hate nothing more than tyres that go down the highway going woo, 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 woo. It's just horrible. So these things, slightly different tread pattern to the original AT2s, but they reckon these are even quieter. How they do that, I do not know, but I'm so keen to find out. Now, size-wise, we've gone for slightly taller. We've gone for a 265 this time, so slightly narrower, because we had 275 before. So 265, 70-17. So that's just shy of a 32. Still not going ridiculous, but fills those guards just a little bit more. I think they look bloody amazing. Erin, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I like them.
So keen as to get out there, try these things out, and I'm going to let you know how the AT3s go. Righto guys, up next we're going down to see the team at JGMS, and they are going to install a transmission cooler, something we should have done a long time ago. We always said we weren't going to do it because of having Ford warranty still, but when we got to South Australia towards the end of our trip, 44-degree day, the car going through one of the ranges just skyrocketed in temp. Talked to a few people and they said, yes, definitely do a trans cooler. So we're biting the bullet, we're going to get one installed. Let's do it. All right, first drive after having the transmission cooler and the service done on it, and I'll tell you what, the transmission service has done it absolute wonders because it's shifting so much smoother. Even though the oil didn't look that bad when we drained it out of it, it just mustn't have been great because you know how you know your own car, and it just wasn't shifting as nicely as it ever used to, but now it feels good again. Just want to say a massive thank you to all the guys down at JGMS. They were absolutely awesome. They went over the whole car. They found things that unfortunately Ford from my last service and warranty work just really did an average job on. So they picked those up, they fixed them. A couple of things actually would have been quite detrimental if we had left them. But anyway, doesn't matter, it's all sorted now. I'll tell you what, I'll be going back to them from now on when I'm getting my services done. They're in Beenleigh in Brisbane on the south side, so if you need a good mechanic around that area, hit them up. I'll put all the details in the description below. But yeah, once again, thank you so much to those guys. Okay, now that we've got all the mechanical side of things done to the Ranger, and she's looking good there, we've got to start fitting out the back. Now, as you can see, fully stripped it out. I did that pretty much right when we got back. I put all my tools in there, went to work for a bit, and I wanted to strip it out because I knew we had to change it for having the dogs in the back. There just wasn't enough room. But I'm glad I did, because when I pulled everything out, I realized how much weight I put in there just by building in everything with all the ply, and everything I did in the back was just pretty ridiculous, to be honest. It was a lot of weight, and you could see that when we went and had our whole empty setup with Bertha weighed the first time with Dave. So now I'm going to rebuild it in, and we've got to get the tinny on the roof. So I'm going to start off by pulling this insulation down that I put up there, and then put in, I've got some bracing from ARB for the roof racks, and then we'll be able to put our platform on to take the tinny, and then I can start working on battery system back in, drawer back in, and this time we've got a drawer fridge, and I'll show you that later. Well, this is our new fridge that I was just bringing out to show you, and I may have broken it. Give me a minute. Okay, good news, I did not break it. But when I did pick it up to bring it out here, that's where the camera was going. I was going to walk it out and plonk it down and go, this is our new fridge. Picked it up, the drawer fell out, everything came off, just went everywhere. Anyway, it's good. So, new fridge, drawer fridge this time. Evercool 40 litre drawer fridge. Got this one secondhand, marketplace find. They retail for between 800 and 1,000 normally. I picked this up for just over 400 bucks. I think it was 450 I got it for. So very, very happy with that. Now the reason we're going a drawer fridge, purely because I need a whole platform area basically so I can put the dogs in there. There wasn't enough room with the way we had it before. This will allow us to build a floor over it, and then I can hopefully put the outboard on one side, dogs can be on the other side. That's the plan anyway. So this will go to that side, then we'll, if I could squeeze it in, have a drawer, the old drawer that we had in the other side. Now it's already got a couple of Fraser Island stickers. We've been to both these places, so they can stay on. And then we'll actually got a whole heap of other stickers because we didn't have anywhere in the last van and car setup that we were putting stickers. People were giving us stickers and we're just collecting them. So got a few to go on. But anyway, we've got to start working out how this whole layout's going to go and then where the batteries are going to sit. Okay, this is where we're at with the back of the ute. So what I've done, I have fixed down the fridge and I've put in the old drawer system exactly how we had it before. Mainly, well, we've already had all this stuff and I didn't want to muck around too much. One idea I had was to lift this up and then have one level floor height, but I'm just spending more money on timber then, and we just want to get back on the road. So chuck that back on, then it'll just step up a little bit and have a platform over here. And up the back, this is where we're going to put our battery system. Now, pretty much going to keep it exactly the same as what it was. We've already got all the gear, even though it's not the best and didn't perform exactly how I wanted it, we'll just go with it again, because it's not really in the budget just to keep spending money, just, you know, throwing money around on battery systems and stuff like that. So we've got the van that's all sorted out with the custom lithium gear, so we're happy. We've got plenty of power. And we've still got plenty of power anyway with the two 120s. But here we've got our crossbars. They all went in, and up on top, that is for that ARB platform rail. But we're not running the ARB platform. We're running that over there, which is a marketplace buy. Just a boat rack. Aluminium, homemade jobby. I'll just clean it up, make it fit. Actually, the guy I bought it off, he watches us and follows us, and he's out in Darwin at the moment, or when I bought it, he was in Darwin. So that's pretty cool, eh? 6 degrees of separation. Anyway, we'll keep working on this, and then we can get the boat rack on. Final job on the Ranger, and we are chucking some new brake pads and brake discs on it because the pads they're pretty much done. So I've known that they were towards the end of their life, especially when I went and saw JGMS the other day. They checked over everything. They actually pulled the rear covers off the drum. What are they called? They're not the shoes. I don't know. I've lost the word. Anyway, they checked the rear brake pads, and they got heaps of meat, but the front ones are pretty much done. So what I did is I jumped online and I ordered some. This kit was from, I think they're called like Online Auto Parts. They're in Virginia and Brisbane. So I just went and picked it up. But yeah, the Bendix heavy duty brake pads, and these are Australian made discs, Tora. Now they are slotted and dimpled. Have a look at those. Now, why did I get slotted and dimpled? Because they look cool. That's about it, really. I don't know, they were a good price. So altogether, I think I paid $300 for the front discs and pads. And then I just got some Bendix brake cleaner and some Bendix lubricant. So we'll get these old ones off, chuck these on, and then that's the Ranger done. Apart from chucking the boat on the roof, we're good to go. Well, it's been a while since I've done some brakes and discs on a car, and I kind of forgot the process. But anyway, we got there, watched a bit of a video as Ventures did it on his Ranger, so that helped me out a lot. But yeah, look at that. Looks pretty damn good if you ask me. We'll get on to the other side, and then brakes are done. So as I was doing the brakes, I jacked up one side of the car to get ready to take the wheel off. I've noticed a problem. And it's a fairly big problem. Let's slide under and I'll show you. Can you see all this wheel? All on that bash plate. Everywhere. All up the fuel tank. And it's coming from here, the transfer case. So, under a month ago, the car went into Ford to get the flange between the gearbox and the transfer case sealed under, transfer case replaced under warranty, and it came back in a pretty appalling state. They'd left the this was only finger tight, the filling bung for the hole. That was literally finger tight. Anyway, we cleaned it all up once we got to JGMS, and they said basically it's all clean now, you'll be able to see if anything's wrong with it. And I thought, that's all good, they've replaced the seal. But literally, as I jacked the car up, this went on an angle, and there's a little hole under here, and it started dripping out, and there is oil still sitting up in there. So it's not the world's fastest leak, but the problem is we're supposed to be heading off tomorrow. Maiden voyage with Bertha. And this was the last thing I was doing, was just doing the brakes on the Ranger. But now, Saturday, service isn't open at Ford. I'm going to have to wait till Monday. And I don't even know if they need to get new parts or what's going on. So, that's pretty deflating. Because there's literally nothing I can do. I have to wait and see. But because we're going north, we're not hooking the van up and going. It's not worth it. Getting up there and can't find a Ford, can't get us in. Something happens, we lose too much oil. So yeah, that's totally stuffed our plans. But it is what it is, eh? Anyway, I'll keep you updated with what happens. Righto guys, so took the car up to Ford yesterday. It was Monday. They got it straight in for us. So thanks to the guys there, because they understood the situation. And yeah, thankfully. And it just turns out that seal they put in was either dodgy or not done right, something, don't know. Anyway, it's fixed. So we got it home, chucked the tinny straight on. You found it a little bit hard?
It's just awkward more than anything, and it is a bit heavier.
I didn't think it was too bad, to be honest. Considering it's so much bigger than our last tinny, it was, once you got it up on the back and lifted it up, it slid on pretty decent. But
yeah, well, because we don't have to actually lift the whole thing on, and that part was easier.
But I did take it for a drive with the tinny on, and it has a little bit of movement in it. I mean, it is alley, so it's, I don't know.
I just hope we actually use the tinny.
We will. I'll definitely use it anyway, even if you don't.
And we still haven't worked out what we're doing with the dogs while we're in the boat.
That's all later plans. Anyway, we're all hooked up. Bertha's on the back. We're finally heading off. It's like a week after we were meant to go. But we're finally getting on the road. Let's get the dogs in, eh?
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
So many mixed feelings. I don't know.
So many big changes too.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been a long time coming.